let's get started. All right. Today my plan is basically, since I actually came to the zone yesterday, right? Like I realized that a lot of the fights are kind of easy, right? They're like literally weaker enemies than my current army, which got me thinking that probably there's no need for me to do like a lot of side quests for now. So what I'll try to do instead is I'll try to follow the main quest for a while. I'll try to follow the main quest for a while until I reach like a very difficult fight or something, and then that will kind of force me to do some more side quests. Because I realized that at the moment I feel like kind of powerful, especially since getting the higher magic, being able to cast 2 spells at a time. So yeah, following the main quest sounds like a right thing to do right now, and maybe just proceed a bit further into the game as well, and not just be stranded by the myriad of side quests I have here. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to them once I run into a wall, basically, that I feel is too much to handle. But between the higher magic, the strong units I have now, and resurrection spell that I picked up, I think I should be fine for a
Here's
while at
your
least.
gold. The treasurer stole it for crewmen, but their deal fell through.
Eliu's beard, finally! I guess the guards ought to guard it from now on. It's their money after all. As for crewmen, I must think more on this. He's head of the Merchant Guild. Quite a position of power. I'll distribute the guard's payroll, then I must see Sir Oliver. I'm hoping the Royal Guard can help us.
Ooh, Dragon High Belt, what's that? I mean, it's decent. It's basically Sanguine's tiara. It is exactly as Sanguine's tiara. What the hell? Is this a bug? That must be a bug, right? Dragon High Belt is exactly the same as Sanguine's tiara. Ah. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a weird bug. I wonder what this item was originally. But anyways, yeah, we also picked up the Necromancer set, which obviously is at its best with an undead army, but it's actually super powerful if you have an undead army, I suppose. But what we want from here is the healing, right? So 25% of damage dealt is basically returned to us as a healing to all our units, right, when they attack, which sounds really powerful. Okay, how do I get there? Learn from the witches where they are harboring cultists, or find components for the ritual. Where could that be? Oh, we have the trial there, but once again, we kind of want to... Ah, I see. So I'm guessing maybe from there, right? If I go above the city, like going from here doesn't seem like it's... Or maybe there, like around this area, I think. It's probably where I can get to the next main quest objective.
Oh, dear. It'll be over soon.
Oh, I've never seen a ritual.
What are you doing?
Oh, what are you doing? Appearing from the thin air right in front of me. That was so weird. Yeah, so probably running around here is where I want to go. We'll see. And we are really low on mana. Like, if there's any incentive for me to do side quests, is so I can fight more to get more mana to upgrade my spells, but yeah, that's probably where I need to go, unless I need to go over there to that broken bridge. Might be where I need to go, so let's check out here first. Ooh, this is kind of a nice place, actually. Yeah, never mind. This is just more side quests here. Yeah, this is it's quite a nice view. You can see the town down there. Well, since you're hearing me, as well, pick up some of those quests here, right? My friend, if you're reading this, I'm probably dead. I've done my part, and the Herald will surely kill me now, just like all those miserable fools who join his cursed cult of unity. Oof, cult of unity. But I'm not as thick as the others. I can speak even after my own death. I promise you'll be very impressed with my knowledge of the Herald's favorite weapon. Then you can avenge my death. Deliver my ashes to the altar of Aronox hidden in the hills of Upper Ruin. I've already spilled my blood upon the altar, and summoning me will not be difficult. Just don't dawdle too long, as you so often do. Xander. P. Postscriptum. Aronox usually keeps his chained ghosts by the altar, but you know how to pacify them. Alright. This book contains information on the mighty enchanted weapons of the Third Age. It is mostly dedicated to the Serpentine's flaming swords, which brought them many victories during their raids in the distant lands of men, dwarves, and elves. Huh. Alright, there's a bunch of stuff here that we could get. Leads on some more side quests, which we might follow later. I mean, if the Necromancer sets proves good, I mean, we might stick with it for the rest of the game. Unless we will find the remaining pieces of the... So I want to go there now, right? Unless we find the remaining pieces of the... that set that gives the ability to attack twice in a turn. That might be one thing that will top the healing. Because if I can deal...
I have gathered
just...
you here, creatures of the woods, mountains, and farms. How does the old riddle go?
Okay. Alright, witches, right? That makes sense. It's been a while since I found one of those. Although, honestly, getting 100 XP at this stage of the game feels quite terrible. Like, it's almost like a 1% of the level or something.
How boring.
Alright, so of course we have to solve a little riddle here. What?
Now start from the beginning.
Do I have any clues here? Not really, do I? Okay. Alright. I'm just doing this by intuition. Oh.
Something's wrong.
I don't really have any clues here, do I? Oops. That was a misstep. So I need to go here, here, here. Now probably... Nope. Oh, wait, what?
Now start from the beginning.
I guess I needed to go one step further there. So here, 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 here. Now here. Now, okay, so there I turn in the middle.
I'll start from the beginning.
I'm guessing this is just try all the combinations until success type of deal.
Could have come up with something more difficult.
I mean, it was just a matter of time, right? Let's see here. Ooh. What a nice place. Maybe I can buy Mighty Griffins here. I'll be interested in that. We'll have to invest some points in the... Ooh, even a vendor here. We'll have to invest some points in the morale abilities, but why not? No Mighty Griffins, unfortunately. I'm guessing Mighty Griffins might be like NPC only. Like, it feels like a lot of those big units, like with 2000 HP or 1000 HP or whatever. Those could be like NPC only, like a mini boss basically, or something. Could be a thing. Okay, I'm very close of getting rank 3 of the Sentry Golems, so let me level them up to the max. And then if I'm not happy with them, I'll probably exchange them for Fire Elementals, as I've been thinking to do. Yeah, I'm really short on mana though. I wish I could change my gold to mana somehow. Just straight up spend my gold to upgrade my spells instead. Alright, I guess I need to talk to you, right? Yep. I like this place.
You're
kinda cozy.
Erebos the Witch, aren't you? The Archmage believes you know something about the Haven of the Enlightened Ones.
Oh, that old fool must be desperate, sending you to me. But yes, this time he is correct. I do know something about the Haven of the Enlightened Ones, and DuPont, its owner. Some time ago, the Baron asked my sister and I to set up magical defenses around his estate. What a fascinating request it was. You see, I'd been hoping to get to Lissa's ancient dungeon by way of the Haven. Nobody's been in there for centuries.
You're the one who created the Haven's protections. Are you ready to lift the defenses now?
No, that's just the point. That swindler DuPont used me and my work. To top it off, he stole my magic orb. I never guessed he wouldn't be alone. Here, let me show you. I brought DuPont into the Witch's Circle myself, for it was the only place where I could enchant the Haven's entrance. But he didn't come alone. His sinister patron came with him.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand now? I lost my place of power, my focus.
I would kill if someone interrupted my ritual so rudely.
The altar is now inaccessible. DuPont's friend has set up his shield there, but I seem to know how to get rid of it. I will help you get into the Haven. Take my orb from the spirit world, and I will try to find a way to overcome the vile
That's a deal.
power that defiled my altar. Oh, yes. You'll get the orb only after you deal with the guards. You can do that. I will be waiting for you at the Witch Circle.
Roger that. Okay, so since coming here could be a little bit annoying, maybe I could just quickly complete this one side quest I had here. Oh no, never mind. That was all the way. Wait, I missed it? Oh god damn it! I was there and I missed this side quest completely. Oh well. All right. So onto the spirit realm, I guess. Okay, just straight to the combat. Fair enough. All right, slightly weaker enemy. See, here's what I was talking about. Like suddenly, all the armies after the Dupont fight are weaker, even though like there was a ton of armies before that were actually stronger than me. Iron Golems, which are whatever. Gargoyles, which are honestly kind of whatever. And Ice Elementals and Sentry Golems are probably... Well, Sentry Golems are unupgraded, so they're also kind of whatever. So probably the Ice Elementals are the most tricky here because they can AoE me down, so I need to spread out as much as possible. Initiative, yeah, I should be fine. Alright. What's our plan here? What's our plan here? Iron Golems are kinda close, but again, I don't have to worry about them too much, I don't think. Gargoyles, they're actually quite fast, so I might want to slow them down. And probably focus my damage on the Ice Elementals. So I probably wanna get away from the Iron Golems, or maybe just... How can I target the Ice Elementals? I probably could target them from here, but... might not be able to. How can I do this? And I don't want to group up too much if I can avoid this, right? Because because I'm gonna give like a lot of good attacks to the Ice Elementals if I do that. Yeah, this is kind of tricky because I am down here, right? I guess if I put Ice Elementals at the center somewhere, they will mitigate like a lot of damage from the opposing Ice Elementals, right? Maybe something like this? Maybe like this, actually. The Sentry Golems are the ones I care about the least in terms of being able to have like a good angle of attack because they deal the least damage. Disciples don't care, at least for one round. Same for Royal Mages because I can just use spells which don't require the line of sight. So I can actually put Royal Mages here, and this way only 2 units at the time can get hit by the AoE. I mean, Ice Elementals are immune to ice damage, right? So they'll be fine. Alright. And we definitely want to use Torpor, which we have upgraded to level 3. So... nice. Our first level 3 spell cast. Feels good. It's a nice battlefield, I must say. It's very cool. Looks really cool. But I digress. Yeah, I think I even know what it is. Oh, never mind. Or is it? It looked kind of familiar to one of the tutorial zones, but maybe I'm mistaken. And now, basically, I want to try and attack the Ice Elementals as much as I can. But as I suspected, like, maybe I should have left them here and I could still attack there. Question is, can I attack from here? Probably. Of course, I'm gonna expose myself to Gargoyles. But I really do want to take care of Ice Elementals, and then... Let's try this. Oh yeah, I need to come up with a second spell too. I guess I could just start with Weaken. That is gonna hit everybody, right? Why not? Nice. Mass spell feels so good. Alright, we can attack them here, thankfully. So I wouldn't be able to attack from here. the attack is gonna get stopped here anyways, apparently. Maybe from here is possible, who knows. It's really hard to tell in this game sometimes. So I think if there's one thing I would have done differently, I would probably upgrade the Magic of Ice and Magic of Death sooner to level 3, because Mass Slow and Mass Weaken, or Mass debuffs in general, are super useful now that I see. Like being able to debuff all 5 units instead of just 2 or 3. I think it's overall just a lot better. I can actually spellbind those guys to begin with. Man, so I wouldn't have to worry about AoE at all. Forgot about that completely. Yeah, the positioning here is horrible. Attacking the golems is pointless because, yeah, they resist arrows just way too well. So can I somehow attack here? Oh man. Oh yeah, I can attack the gargoyles there, perfect. Alright. And now that I disabled the ice elementals and killed one, I can probably focus on the gargoyles here, right? Let's save the spell for when we actually cannot attack well. And we can just attack normally here. We don't have to heal Firehand Golems. It'll be fine. I'll just cast the Stone Skin on the Disciples, in case they get attacked by gargoyles later. And we can actually use our AoE here. This way those gargoyles will not be able to approach me anytime soon. Yeah, Firehand Golems can tank a lot. I guess I can just cast Vivify on them now, so they get healed over time. And what else could we do? I think summoning here sounds good. So I can send like my bears onto the ice elementals there, and I can then just take care of the iron golems and gargoyles. Alright. The position here is terrible, but now I can actually attack the gargoyles, now that they are a bit closer. This is fine, apparently. I don't get this. And they don't really have a lot of... Wait, do they have fire resistance? Oh yeah, they do have 50 fire resistance, don't they? Still probably good enough. I don't have to worry about iron golems. It's gonna be a while before they can approach me. And we can dispel the Firehand Golems. So I guess gargoyles can actually apply like a bunch of debuffs. Wait, what? Wait a second here. Weren't they slowed down to 1? They should have been from the ice attack. What the hell? Ah, they're immune to frozen. Oh, holy shit. Okay, that's my bad. Well, we have to make sure we take care of them. So probably waiting with the Firehand Golems so I can attack them later after I dispatch these gargoyles is what I want to do. Thankfully the gargoyles kill themselves, so my bears are free to approach the ice elementals. Probably moving away here. Because sentry golems don't really attack well in melee, do they? Right? Well, I guess their damage is the same regardless. Interesting. So that Still decent amount of damage, even without moving. Okay. And we got a crit too. That's nice. Alright. Iron golems slow down though, so that's fine. So I just focus on finishing off those gargoyles here. Right, and there's... Oh, they actually moved back there for some reason. Interesting. So I won't be able to reach them this turn, but next turn it is. And let's see... So... Finishing off the gargoyles here sound kinda bad. But then I guess that frees Royal Mages. Frees up Royal Mages next turn. Then... What do I want to do here? Golems could move here later, and that's gonna block the Fire Ant Golems again. I think I'm just gonna stay here. Nice, I was healing from Vivify. And since those guys here are standing next to each other, for me, I'm just gonna nuke them down with my spells. Here it is. Doesn't really do all that much damage now, does it? But that's fine. I like using my spells. So now we can do crit and we can do our AoE. Nice. Right, with mages, we probably want to run away now. And hopefully this actually lets us attack. Okay. Even though we deal barely any damage there. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Nice, nice crit. Yeah, that will take a while because the golems are, I guess, good against elemental damage. Ooh, that was a nasty crit though. For 200 on my ice elementals. So let's take care of the sentry golems now real quick. Oh no, we got slowed down by the ice elementals. Alright, let's throw in some more meteors here. For fun. Playing with fire is always fun, right? Alright, that takes care of the sentry golems. How are we doing with health? Oh, we are fine. Okay, now I can still cannot attack the golems, but I guess I'll be able to once they move. Or we can just use our spells. This spell as well. Man, having abilities on all your units is such a game changer as well. I guess it's really important actually when you only have 5 units. In a game like this, right? That all units can actually do multiple things. I don't know why it feels that in old King's Bounty games you had like more than 5 units, while in reality it was exactly the same. You also commanded 5 units, right? Somehow it feels like it was more like 7, like in the Heroes of Might and Magic. Not sure why. Attack them somehow if I go here. Damn it. I guess we can just meteor them down. Just feels so good. Squash them with spells. And we have a lot more mana now that we have a lot more arcane knowledge with 171, so I haven't run out of mana in a while. Nice, and we finally got the maximum rank on the sentry golems, so let's see if we want to keep them now on the or whether we want to move to like a different unit. If you survive, head to the Haven of the Enlightened Ones at the head of the ruin. Do not make any turns. I'll prepare the spells and will be ready to help you, Karabos. Roger that, Mrs. Karabos. I really like this little swamp. It's really cozy here somehow. I don't know. There's something magical and mystical about this place I actually really enjoy. Right, now we go there. Yeah. Wait a second, I didn't pay attention at all to the healing from my units. Or maybe because all the units were like magical? Doesn't apply to targets undead, magical creatures, or blighted creatures. Okay. So it's actually fairly limited now that I think about it. Like Blight, yeah, you do fight Blight. Maybe not that often, I guess. Maybe as we go further into the game, maybe more often. But undead and magical creatures, yeah, probably not that often. We'll see. If I feel like I'm not getting like really a lot of benefit from that healing, then yeah, I'll definitely have to switch that to a different set. But I guess we can test it now on those trolls and dwarves. Alright, yeah, another weak enemy. Like, it's so weird. There's so many like really weak units here. Alright, bunch of trolls and flamethrowers and heavy crossbowmen. Alright, let's see here. Sentry golems max level, ton of HP, okay-ish damage, I suppose. And nothing else really, right? Trolls are not a magical creature, they're giants, so I can heal off of them. So I should be able to heal off of everybody here. Let's see. Yeah, because all the archers are really far away from me, and I'll have to deal with the trolls. Probably I wanna cast both Shroud and Weakness, so I debuff the archers to the ground. I can do this. We can do this, and this way all of my archers are buffed by Royal Mages. Let's not forget that Royal Mages can give 20% increased damage to all adjacent units. Right, so we can do this. We can cast, not Curse, Weakness. And then we can cast Shroud. So now the ranged units are debuffed to the ground. Don't have to worry about them too much. Like it's 90 damage and 70 damage respectively. So I can just focus on basically killing down the trolls, which is the most scary pack. Stone Skins, Troll Chiefs, Stone Skins, so probably the Troll Chiefs. Yeah, okay. I could wait here technically, maybe they'll group up, right? Probably waiting here is a good idea. Because they're close enough to each other, so if they group up, I can just AoE them down. Except for the sentry golems, because they don't have AoE anyways. Okay, so I'm guessing like each of those 3 hits can crit individually. So having a high crit rate, like any bonus crit rate, is good on sentry golems. But I guess that's for different heroes, not for our mage. Right, so if they move like this, they'll all kind of... Maybe they'll form like a line here, which is going to be perfect for all of my AoEs. Okay. Our disciples also don't have any AoEs, really. I guess we could deal some damage to the flamethrowers here. But I think I really want to focus down on the trolls first. Ah. The flamethrowers could deal like a decent amount of damage because even if they're debuffed, they still have the ability. That's basically the same as the sentry golems, just attack 3 times. And stone skin on the sentry golems, since they will be tanking for me together with the firehand golems. Okay. Nice. Haha, perfect. They all lined up for us nicely. Yeah, we might have to probably heal a little bit later. If they focus fire like one of my weaker squads. Okay, that was actually... They didn't even use the ability for some reason. Interesting. Okay. Alright, now time for a massacre. Bam! Oof. That was a lot of damage. Poor trolls. All lined up to be slaughtered. And now they're even slower, so they'll probably not even reach my front line. All right. So I think I want to focus down now with my spells on the heavy crossbowmen because they actually deal kind of decent damage still. And we are still like kind of perfectly lined up here for some good AoEs with chain lightning, so why not? Nice. So crossbowmen should not be much of an issue anymore. This feels kind of weird, right? There's so many weak armies, like after the mandatory checkpoint there, they're basically blocked off behind like quite a difficult fight with the Duke Dupont. So that feels kind of weird. Difficulty pacing, I guess. Alright, now we kind of have to... Oh, we can actually attack the heavy crossbowman. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay, I don't even have to move too much. Probably only to get the flamethrowers later, maybe, depending on where they move. Okay, I should be able to attack them there. Yeah, that's nice. We don't have to bother casting too many spells here. Maybe to finish off the heavy crossbowman later. Yeah, that is just too easy. Alright, let's give our sentry golems a little bit more time. So I can make like a judgment one way or the other. But they're definitely the weakest unit among my army right now. They don't have any AoEs, their abilities are kinda meh. Their overall damage is kinda meh, but I guess they can tank, so that could be their like redeeming quality.
And the guards attacking in broad daylight.
Ah. I thought I heard someone. I was like, what? Who are you? Where are you talking to me from? And yeah, and again, I didn't really pay attention to the healing at all. And I get to fight another magical creature, so yeah, I still have to look forward to other fights to see how good the healing is from this set.
Just look at these spirits. Here I am, the witch Caraboss herself, yet they dare to block my way.
How dare they?
Even bow to me.
No wonder. Spirits always behave this way.
I used to be their mistress. I fed them mana with my own hands. But now
Aw.
someone else's magic rules my altar, and the spirits obey it. The only benefit from them, if my sight doesn't fail me, is that they destroyed Bloody Sadie's gang.
You've got a whole brood of rioters here.
This fiery girl and her gang of madmen already tried to attack my house. Since then, I've kept the bridge dismantled. I don't understand. What did she expect when she stood up to DuPont?
Interesting. Okay. Whoop. Let's fight some witches. Or spirits, rather. Sorry. Slightly stronger enemy, okay. Wind spirits, which are kind of whatever. Great ice elemental, wind spirits, fire elementals, and ice elementals. Yes, I guess those big units, like 2k health, they're just bosses, right? They're just scaled up version of normal units, so there's no chance I can buy them. For sure. Oh god, that's gonna be super scary if they cast that. I have to disable them for sure. With my royal mages. I cannot let them cast it, right? Just going to be way too much damage. And maybe just disable with my own spells. Okay. Like the other ice elementals. Yeah, they even have the exact same model. Like the great ice elemental and the ice elemental. It's not even big any bigger like than the other ones. So that's kind of meh. So one interesting thing about the elementals in this game is that they don't really have any weaknesses. For the most part. I think only the light spirits, spirits of light, which are kind of like a light elementals, they have weakness to magic, but every other type don't seem to have any weaknesses. They are just they only have immunities. All right. How do we want to play this one? I think overall maybe the fire elementals. Oh, fire elementals, ice elementals are pretty much the same damage. I guess. Wind spirits deal magic damage. We're not particularly resistant to it. But I kind of like this positioning. I would probably have to just slow down the wind spirits. Magic shackles on ice elementals. Magic shackles from royal mages on the great ice elemental. But I will have to cast Shroud as well, so I probably cannot afford to cast Slow. If that is the case, I might want to just tank some damage here. Maybe I don't have to. No, I don't have to. Okay, I can just do this. And then I am vulnerable to AoEs. But if I weaken everybody and then Shroud... Shroud will be very effective here because it's gonna apply to ice elementals, fire elementals, and the great ice elemental, right? So I think that is what I want to do. Maybe like this. Alright, let's try this. So we need Shroud for sure. And we need Weakness for sure. So this way, yeah, the Great Ice Elemental's damage is manageable. Should be manageable, right? So... And then we just have to make sure we disable that nasty AoE there. And we probably have to deal with the wind spirits first. Before we can jump onto the guys in the back. That should be easy with Firehand Golems. Alright, let me do this first so I don't forget. And I guess the good thing about getting hit by those ice elementals is that I don't really care too much about moving, because I'm quite happy to stay where I am. And yeah, I guess we could just focus down the wind spirits here. I guess I have like entire next turn to do that. Let's see. Meanwhile, I could start by using my cooldown ability, right? So it comes off cooldown faster. This ability on cooldown is always the most efficient, right? And because the wind spirits are not gonna attack me yet, and they are very low initiative anyways, so I have the entire next turn to kill them. So focusing down some of those guys sounds like a good idea. Probably the fire elementals. Because they are uphill, so they will deal more damage with the AoE than the ice elementals would. Ah, sounds good. Yep. And they casted it on the sentry golems in a weird way. Like they could have targeted like at least 3 of my units, but I guess AI here is not very good. I wonder if it's gonna get better if they add more difficulty levels later. So I guess we could finish off the fire elementals actually. Why not? They won't cast their crit ability. And they won't use the AoE, so that sounds like a good idea. And Stone Skin is, I think, completely irrelevant here, but let me cast it anyway. Why not? Ain't losing anything for doing it. And I guess we can actually just do this. It's a bit of a waste, but at least slows them down the approach of those wind spirits there, right? Okay, yeah. AI is really dumb. Like they gain nothing by moving there, and they just gimp themselves basically. All right. I guess we want to buff ourselves for a change. I don't think I ever used like any buffs on myself in this entire game. Like I've been casting only like debuffs and damaging spells. I don't even know where my buffs are. I guess this? Alright, Alien Slide. Applies power situation about selected units. Alright. So mages, firehand golems, and sentry golems, I guess. Alright, and I guess we could save one more spell just in case. Wait, how am I How am I able to attack those ice elementals there? That makes no sense. That feels like I should be blocked there, but apparently I can. I can attack the wind spirits with my fire hand golems, right? Alright. They have frozen. They just have frozen on them, which is super relevant. Ah, interesting. I guess I can attack them with sentry golems, right? And that should be enough. It's like a waste not to attack the ice elemental, great ice elemental there. Yeah, I guess we can just attack the wind spirits. Don't really have any other targets for my own ice elementals. They deal no damage, oh my god. Alright, do I have any other buffs? I guess, didn't I have... I guess also maybe a fire magic, inner flame? Critical chance, right? I don't know, the sentry golems. Ah, goddammit. Guess there's only 2 of them, so that they shouldn't pose much threat. Or we can just nuke them down with disciples. Yeah, this is just too easy. Guess we are ready basically to proceed way further into the campaign. Or maybe I'm just talking like this now, but soon I'll find something that is a lot more difficult to beat. It's usually the case when you start to be too confident about yourself. I attack them there, sadly not. Just use my spells to finish this quickly. What are they attacking them with anyways? I guess they have like small scepters that I can club with. And firehand golems are really powerful, same as real mages. So much damage. Not this one, we need Burning Ray. Wait. Alright. How's that quick one? I guess maybe Sentry Golems are okay. Damage is not great, but their tankiness might be what I need there.
Are you here to destroy me, witch? Your spirits killed all my comrades.
What are you talking about, Sadie?
Alright, there are the 2 witches arguing, but I was interested in that mana font there. Since we're really low on mana. Alright. I'm glad I'm getting more mana as time goes by. Let's continue through this main quest path. Let's see how far we can go now before we have to backtrack a little bit. Am I getting levels? Not quite yet.
Are you going to fight? I'd love to see it.
Are you with Carabas? Rushing off to see your master?
Silence, Sadie. Can't you see who you're talking to? Pay no attention. The poor girl just lost her entire squad. Alas, they couldn't cope with the elemental spirits.
Oh,
Summoned by you!
What's wrong with you? Yes, I did. But DuPont and Aronnox stole my power over them. I want to get to the Haven myself, yes. To destroy DuPont, not to help him.
Really?
I certainly hope so.
Look, before Sadie got me involved in all of this, I devised a ritual that would remove that strange Dark Adept's shield. You will guide him, return my orb to the altar, and then come back here, and I will help you get into the Haven. Here's a spell to start the ritual.
Ritual? Forget about your witchy tricks and just destroy the shield by force. You can do it. I've seen it.
That's one way of doing it, but I would not recommend it.
oh, well, we know already we cannot use the. we can no longer do anything other than finesse apparently and order. So it's not like we have a choice here anymore. Man, the moment I get my healing set, I get to fight the magical creatures all the time, so I cannot really enjoy the effects of it. Guess I have to go through here.
I need to think about it, I guess.
Nope, not really. There's only one way I can do this.
Imperio de Malefica.
Aha. Wait, disappeared? I already forgot which one was next. Ah, okay, that's what it was. Now I see. Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure I can
wrong.
think of something else.
So it's blue, red, green, white, right? Blue, red, green, and white. Unless it's the other way around, but it's not. Oh. Oh, nice. Some mana. Alright. So we're getting a bunch of finesse points that we don't really need for anything. It just keeps going up, right? But I wonder if it does anything. I really like the old runes in old King Vati games. Like, that's really fun system. And also the randomness of the old games, that like all the pickups in the world were random, all the unity, like bunch of the unity got were random. So each playthrough was kind of felt unique, right? But here I'm guessing there's no randomness. Like probably everything, maybe except for those random trash you find around, is the same. Likely, so it's not gonna be as fun to replay the game later as it would be otherwise.
I kept my end of the bargain, Carabas. What about you?
I removed the enchantment from the estate gate. Now you can attack, but
Thank you, Carabas.
Come on, let's hurry and strike them. They won't be expecting that.
Sadie, are you here already? Be careful. My birds have seen weird creatures on the other side.
Even more reason to strike swiftly and strike hard. Clyde's life, all their lives are in danger. What if they feed people to their monsters?
Youth rushes in. Elders think and think again. You face a hard fight without any allies. There's a crypt on one side, close to the waterfalls. The restless spirit of Baroness Jacqueline, the estate's former owner, inhabits it. She used to study magic too, but wasn't as successful. Not long ago, one of the cultists stole her necklace and dumped it in the village nearby.
Okay.
I can sense its tracks. With this bit of jewelry, you can summon Jacqueline. She might help us clear the land of these evildoers.
What are you talking about? We don't have time for necromancy, witch. We must attack.
Damn, she's impatient. So we get another of the Sanguine set, which gives us Shield of Destiny, which just gives evasion, right? And evasion in this game basically just reduces the damage, so that's kind of weird. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. This is a belt. And this is a helmet. But still funny that they have exactly the same stats, so I thought it was like a weird bug there. Where is the... Oh yeah, find the stolen necklace, find the ancient dungeon. I cannot really do like a front attack, even if we wanted to. So we have no choice but to follow the finesse path.
That's the necklace Carabus was talking about. Should we call up Jacqueline?
Jacqueline the necklace. Right, we have to go down here now. That's a new one. Just a hanging pot.
That dubious map does not lie. These doors are quite impressive.
I agree.
This is getting more interesting.
Ooh, another nice dungeon. Explore the dungeon. You say, all right. Ooh, another little puzzle there, I guess. It's kind of nice. What a weird mushrooms. Since they're glowing like that, I thought this is some kind of item that I can pick up. Guess not. It's confusing.
It seems like this dungeon has been preserved by some residual magic.
It's more like a cave rather than a dungeon.
Magic of the Serpentines. Who's this? A tyrant? Lissa? Moraine?
Who is she talking about? I don't remember any of those names.
I need to put it back in place.
Okay.
Found something.
Ah.
Just the thing.
All right. Is there some sort of clue here? Don't see any clues. Maybe I can read the text here. Aha! The power of light refraction. All right, the light puzzle. Those experienced in the art of sorcery crave to explore the particles of light. I, Lissa, master of the beams, worked many nights on the spell. By splitting the light, we gain power to put us on the same level with younger serpents. They will obey us. In order to split the beam, I set lenses of colored glass into steels. Then one must touch the activation rune. I make the crystals emit the fundamental colors, transforming them with the help of the lenses. This ring is my symbol and the focus of my power. The power of splitting charges it. May the younger serpents be afraid, human fears no longer possess me. Alright. I guess I just have to match the colors then. Is it that simple?
It's really simple.
Is it now? So I guess depending on which one I touch first, it changes. So do I need the blue one? Which color do I need though? Ah, interesting. So it's not the three colors apparently. Which colors do I need? Or do I just need to match it? Okay, let's try to match it. So it will be green here, red there, and blue here, right? Is that it? No, it's not. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, right. Uh-oh. Haha. As soon as I complain about difficulty, we have to face a red dragon here. And the rest of the units is whatever. So it's basically just red dragon. Which thankfully somehow has very low initiative. So we can, yeah, debuff and slow them down accordingly. Let's see here. Wall of Fire. Yeah, no, this one I remember playing with the red dragon. Melee Fighter, Fire Breath, Flying, Dragon's Fury. Ooh, right. Inflicts initiative decrease debuff on all enemy units at the beginning of a battle. So -2. So we need different army here. Because all of my units will have like 4 initiative only. So the red dragon is going to attack first and deal shit ton of damage here to us. So what we need is we need our cavalrymen again instead of the disciples. And on top of this, we also need our sacrificial cup. And with this, our cavalrymen have 8 initiative. So even by being debuffed by the dragons, they are still going to have 6 initiative. Which is enough there to get a first move, which is all we need. I should get a third one so they can actually do something more in the combat. Alright, with this we still guarantee the first move against the dragon. And basically we need to avoid being on the same line, right? So they cannot really use their fire breath and their ability to its full potential. Let's see this. The unit is teleported on a straight line to a free hex, dealing ton of damage to all units in its path and inflicting burning debuff ignorance control zone. Can't they use it freely? I don't remember, or can they actually, or do they need, does it need to be within their movement range? That is unclear. But one thing is for sure, this is not going to be an easy fight. They are not immune to fire though, thankfully. And sadly I cannot cast magic shackles on them to prevent them from doing that ability. Alright, let's try this. first and see how this goes. So let's assume for now that their ability actually works within their actual movement range, and slowing them down is actually going to be useful here. If not, then we'll just have to debuff them to the ground, basically, right? Let's try this for now. Fear is not good. Fear is actually really bad. I guess we can still attack the flamethrowers if we want to. Well, I can actually inflict frozen on them. Slow them down to 1x, so actually using torpor there was maybe not necessary. I guess, yeah. Right, right. Okay, they are slowed down now. That's fine. But next turn, if they can actually move with the flame wall all the way here, then I might be in trouble. We'll see. Right, they are not immune to fire, thankfully. So, and I need to focus them down ASAP, right? Assuming that they can actually jump to me quickly with that. Or like taking into consideration that they could potentially jump to me quickly with the flame wall ability. If that's the case, I want to focus them down ASAP. That's kind of weird. I can kill the red dragons with fire. Yeah, sounds really weird. But I guess casting torpor was still useful because that helps me with the ancient wolves. By quite a lot actually, and disabling flamethrowers is actually probably a good idea. Right, the moment of truth. Nope, flame wall can be cast at any range. Oh, no, it cannot. Okay. Haha. Alright, so red dragons can be pacified pretty damn easy, apparently. Pretty damn easily, eh? If that's the case, I don't actually have to worry about them too much. Should probably focus on the other units if that's the case. Nice. 3 flamethrowers dead there. Ouch. Ow, ouch, 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 ouch. Please survive, please survive. Oh boy. Oh boy. How do I save them now? I can resurrect them, right? That's probably the highest healing I can do in one spell. Nice. And then probably casting Shroud on the flamethrowers, right? All right. We are still under the effect of fear. Please, trying to attack the flamethrowers is good, but I'm really not in a position to do so. I guess moving here should be good enough. Alright, nice. The next turn I can, I don't know, maybe transform the wolves here. I still kind of want to deal with the red dragon, just in case he can actually use that bloody ability on me all of a sudden. Nice, that was a lot of damage. Alright, so I don't have to worry about the red dragon anymore. Oh, surprisingly easy to deal with it. Ah. Alright. I guess I want... Oh, I already... Fear is already off. So maybe dispelling the initiative debuff. I'm guessing I can dispel it. Nice. Okay, interesting. So the initiative debuff lasts even through the dragon dying. Attacking the flamethrowers there sounds like what I want to do now. Damn, they keep focusing the cavalryman. I'll just have to keep resurrecting them, I guess. Make sure they don't die. Alright, let's just keep resurrecting them. We still have some mana left. And now what? Yeah, I have to deal with those ancient wolves now because they're a bit too close for comfort. The ones over there are still far enough. So what I can do here, I guess I can transform them. Or stone trap them. That's the cheapest way of dealing with them right now. Yeah, stone trap is actually good enough. I guess this is the benefit of using stone trap. And actually with 75 magic power, stone trap lasting 2 turns is actually pretty damn good. Yeah, I have to deal with them, don't I? And dispel the initiative debuff from the Firehand Golems. Cavalryman, you just sit tight. Try not to die. I really have to get onto those flamethrowers over there. Or they'll just keep attacking my cavalryman. So Ice Elementals and Disciples I think are the only units that are not level 4 in my army. Interesting. Okay. How can I attack here? It's a bit awkward now, isn't it? I don't think I can attack the... Can I? Maybe by moving here? Damn it. At least I can attack those guys. Yeah, they just keep shooting the cavalrymen for some reason. Alright, it should be fine now, right? So those guys are already not immobilized, so I think I'm just gonna stone trap them again and just keep them there in place. Yep. So don't have to worry about them for a while. And just finish off the flamethrowers, I guess. And then get onto the ancient wolves. Also nice crit. I guess I should have just casted my buffs here, right? There's no reason not to. Should have done that before attacking with the Firehand Golems, but that's fine. And yeah, I have to deal with those ancient wolves eventually, so let's try to kill them now. Let's use the cavalryman for a change. Okay, that's perfect. Right. We can just move here and... Can I do this? Ah. So even though I cannot attack them technically, I can still use that spell to slow them down, interestingly enough. Ooh, and I see the healing now for the first time. I wasn't paying attention before. Wasn't a lot though. Although I guess they didn't take any damage, right? Though, right? I guess here we just want to focus down the ancient wolves. It was kind of close at the beginning. We almost lost the cavalryman, but thankfully, thanks to the resurrection, we managed to save them. If it wasn't for that, I thought this fight would be kind of tricky to keep everybody alive, I think. Man, we are dishing out some spice crits this fight. They heal themselves now. $31. Ah, so overkill damage does not seem to count here. Because they should heal up to 25% damage that they dealt, right? So if they dealt like 200 damage on average, like that should be 50 healing there at least, right? Maybe the set is not as good as I thought it is. Let's give it a few more fights and see if it actually comes in handy. If not, we may consider the Archmage set for now. And then late game, the the set that allows for 2 attacks. Nice. All right, Red Dragon didn't do anything. Successfully slowed down and shot down before it could do anything.
What's going on here?
I think it was nice fighting a dragon, nonetheless. Alright. I guess cavalrymen kinda are earning their stay in the army just by being the initiative bots. What is Lissa's ring? Leadership plus 200, damage 30% red dragon. Okay. So if we find a red dragon, our red dragon is gonna be pretty damn powerful. Although we are still not quite there. We still need like 2000 leadership just to be able to have one of them. Damn. So even if we do find one, like we won't be able to use them anytime soon. Alright, I guess we are going back to the witch now, do we? Yep. Yeah, there's supposed to be something here. Ah, there's a bit of gold that we don't really need at the moment. Although I guess those set items are kind of expensive, so I'll probably spend all of my gold on those set items eventually, right?
So you found it, Lissa's ring.
Yes, it wasn't easy.
I never imagined someone else would find it before me. What are you going to do with it?
Why do you ask?
The ring you're holding once belonged to the greatest sorceress of the Third Epoch. When Arik, ruler of the world, fell asleep. Lissa tamed many of his dragons as her own. Lissa controlled dragons with this ring. It is a priceless artifact.
I don't believe you. Dragons can't be tamed. But if, for the sake of argument, one could tame dragons, what would one need to do?
To summon a dragon, you'll need a pile of gold. I don't know how you're going to get it, but go to Larry. I'll send her the spells for the summoning. Oh, I wish Navedes could be here to see this. This kind of power is incredibly rare.
Are we summoning a dragon to get to the Lord Dupont place?
Your hand.
Interesting. Bane of Fire, you say? That's a lot of damage. That's even more damage on level 3. Ooh. Finally, a powerful damaging spell. That is a ton of damage. If I can cast it twice? Phew. Like up to 2000 damage in a 7 hex area in one turn. I approve. Alright, apparently we're summoning a red dragon to deal with the... to get into the haven or something, right? Summon the undead as allies. Attack the haven with Bloody Sadi immediately. She has Bloody Sadi, really. Find components for the ritual. Wait a second. Where's the summon the undead stuff? What? I guess I have to talk to the witch first.
I have Jacqueline's necklace. What now?
Go to the crypt. Place it in the chalice for offerings and light the votive candles.
Sure, okay, that makes sense. How do I get there? Aha!